You know that $1,000 iPhone you might be watching this video on? If you invested the $1,000 at age 15, that could be worth $117,000 by the time you retire. But if you wait until 25 to invest that same $1,000, you'd only have 45,000. That's a $72,000 difference for doing literally nothing except starting 10 years earlier. I'm about to show you exactly how teenagers can start investing today and virtually guarantee massive wealth gain through time, even if you only have 20 bucks to start. By the end of this video, you'll know the exact accounts to open, the safest investments to make, and the biggest mistakes to avoid that cost young investors thousands. And you know what? This stuff is actually easier when you're young. Stick around to the end of the video to find out how you can download your free financial tracker so you can see your growth towards reaching your rich life. So let's get right into it. Why starting young is your superpower. Okay, so before we talk about how to invest, you need to understand why investing as a teenager is the single most powerful financial move you can make. It all comes down to something called compound interest. And no, this isn't boring math. This is literally how millionaires are made. Here's how it works. When you invest money, it earns returns. But here's the magic. Those returns also earn returns. And those returns earn returns. It snowballs faster and faster through time. Let me give you a real example. You invest $1,000 at age 15. The stock market historically returns about 10% per year on average. So after 1 year, you have $101,000, which is a $100 gain. But in year 2, you're not just earning returns on your original 1,000, you're earning returns on the extra 100. Then again the next year, and again and again. By the time you're 65, that single investment is worth $117,000. But your friend who waits until 25, same $1,000, same return rate, but only 40 years of growth instead of 50. They end up with 45,000 only. You literally make 72,000 more dollars by starting 10 years earlier. That's the power of time. And time is the one thing you have that adults don't. Time. Use it. Okay, so let's talk about one of the most common questions I get. Can teenagers actually invest? Here's where people get confused. Can teenagers legally invest? The answer is yes, but there's a catch. If you're under 18, you can't open a brokerage account in your own name. You're legally a minor and you can't sign contracts. But don't worry, there are 3 ways around this. Option 1, custodial accounts. A custodial account is most common option. This is also called a UGMA or UTMA account, which is essentially when your parent or legal guardian open it for you, but you own the money. Your parent manages it until you turn 18 or 21, depending on your state. Then it's completely yours. The best part? Any money you make is taxed at your tax rate, not your parents'. And since you probably make way less money than them, that means you pay less taxes. Option 2, custodial Roth IRA. Now this is the secret weapon for teenage investors. If you have a job, even a part-time summer job, you can open a custodial Roth IRA. You can contribute up to $7,000 per year or 100% of whatever you earned, whichever is less. So if you make $3,000 flipping burgers this summer, you can invest all $3,000 in a Roth IRA. And here's why this is absolutely insane. All your money grows tax-free, forever. When you retire and take it out, you pay zero taxes on potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars. Plus, you can always take out your contributions penalty-free if you need them. You just can't touch the earnings until retirement. Option 3, teen investment apps. Some platforms like Fidelity Youth Account or Greenlight let teenagers open accounts with parental supervision. These are great for learning because they have built-in education tools. The easiest thing to do today as a teen is to talk to your parent or guardian and book a time to discuss with these banks on how you can open an account today. So yes, you can invest as a teenager. You just need a parent on board. Section 3, the step-by-step game plan. Okay, so here's exactly what you need to do to start investing this week. Step 1, have the conversation with your parents or guardian. I know. Talking to your parents about money feels awkward. But here's the thing. Most parents will be impressed that you're thinking about investing. Show them this video. Explain that you want to learn about money and build your future. Tell them you need their help to open a custodial account. Most parents will say yes. And if they don't, ask why and address their concerns. This is your future we're talking about. Step 2. Educate yourself first. Do not just throw money at random stocks because your friend said they're going to the moon. Spend a week learning the basics, read articles, watch videos like this. Understand what stocks are, what index funds are, and how the market works. The more you know, the better decisions you'll make and the less money you'll lose to dumb mistakes. Truth is, it will be very confusing for you. Unless you have family that are deeply familiar with a certain industry or stock, the easiest way is to buy an index fund like the S&P 500, which is a fund that holds on to the stock market's top 500 stocks. Easy, right? Step 3. Start with whatever you have. You don't need $1,000 to start. You don't need 500. Some platforms let you invest with literally $1. If you have $25 from your birthday, invest it. If you have $50 from your part-time job, invest it. The amount doesn't matter. Building the habit matters. Step 4. Choose your platform. Talk to your parents about opening a custodial account at a major brokerage. I recommend Fidelity, Charles Schwab, or Vanguard. Why? They have no account minimums, no trading fees, and they've been around forever. They're not going to disappear tomorrow like some random app. The process takes about 15 minutes online. Your parent puts in their info and yours, and boom, you've got an investment account. Step 5. Make your first investment. Here's where I'm going to save you from making expensive mistakes. For your first investment, do not buy individual stocks. I don't care how much you love Tesla or Apple. Individual stocks are risky. And who knows where these companies may be in 30 years? No one has a crystal ball. Instead, buy a low-cost index fund or ETF. These are baskets of hundreds or thousands of stocks bundled together. I recommend something like VTI, which is the Vanguard Total Stock Market ETF, or VOO, which tracks the S&P 500. These funds give you instant diversification. You're not betting on one company, you're betting on the entire American economy, and historically, that bet pays off. Step 6. Automate it. The secret to building wealth isn't timing the market, it's time in the market. Set up automatic investments. Every month, invest whatever you can afford, even if it's just $10 or $20. This is called dollar cost averaging. You buy more shares when prices are low and fewer when prices are high. Over time, this smooths out market volatility and removes emotion from investing. Automate it and forget about it. Check it once a quarter, not once a day. Section 4. The biggest mistakes that will destroy your money. Alright, now let me tell you the mistakes I see young investors make all the time that cost them thousands. Mistake number 1. Chasing hot stocks. When a stock has already gone up 500% and everyone's talking about it, you're late. By the time you hear about it on social media, the smart money has already sold. You're not getting in early. You're buying at the top right before it crashes. Stick to index funds. Leave the stock picking to professionals who have decades of experience and still lose to the market most of the time. Mistake number 2. Panic selling. During crashes, the market will drop. It will drop 20%. It will drop 50%. That's normal. Your instinct will be to sell everything and cut your losses. Don't. Every market crash in history has recovered. Every single one. The investors who got rich are the ones who stayed invested and bought more during the crash. You're not investing for next month. You're investing for the next 40 years. Short-term drops don't matter. Mistake number 3. Ignoring fees. A 1% fee doesn't sound like much, right? Wrong. Over 40 years, a fund with a 1% expense ratio versus 0.03% can cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars. Always choose the lowest cost index funds. Vanguard, Fidelity, and Schwab all have funds with expense ratios under 0.1%. Or better yet, just buy these indexes on your own without a financial advisor charging you any fees. Fees are silent wealth killers. Don't ignore them. Section 5. Your investment strategy as a teenager. So what should your actual investment strategy look like? Keep it simple. Here's what I recommend. 90 to 95% of your money goes into broad market index funds. Put it in VTI, VOO, or a target date fund. These are boring. They're not exciting, but they work. 5 to 10% can be your learning portfolio. This is where you can buy individual stocks if you want to learn. Buy one share of Apple, buy one share of Microsoft. See what happens. But keep this small. This is tuition money for learning how the market works. You'll probably lose some of it, and that's okay. You're learning. And here's the key advantage you have as a teenager. You can be 100% in stocks. No bonds, no cash, pure stocks. Why? Because you have decades before you need this money. You can ride out every crash, every correction, every bear market. Adults close to retirement need bonds for stability. You don't. You need growth. And stocks deliver growth. Summary. Alright, so here's the truth. Most teenagers won't watch this video all the way through. Most who do won't take action. And most who start will give up after a few months. But you're still here, which means you're different. You understand that the decisions you make right now, at 15, 16, 17 years old, will determine whether you're financially free at 35 or stressed about money at 50. Investing isn't about getting rich quick. It's about getting rich slowly, consistently, inevitably. That $1,000 you invest today becomes $117,000 later without you doing a thing. That $25 per month becomes hundreds of thousands over decades. Small actions, compounded over time, create life-changing results. So here's what I want you to do right now. Pause this video. Go talk to your parents about opening a custodial account. Show them this video if you need to. This week, not next month, not next year, this week, open that account and make your first investment, even if it's $10. Your future self is watching, and trust me, 40-year-old you will thank 15-year-old you for starting today. If this video helped you, hit the like and subscribe buttons. I make videos breaking down personal finance in simple, visual ways that actually make sense. And drop a comment telling me how much you're investing this month. I see every single one, and I want to celebrate your first steps toward building real wealth. Also, if you want to track your growth through time, download my free personal finance tracker by looking in the description below. Remember, you don't need to be rich to start investing, but you need to start investing to become rich. If you made it this far, here are 2 other videos that will help you build your rich life.